how did I not know until today that we could have had a state called West Sylvania? It's where West Virginia is now. It would have been the 14th state in the Union, and it's literally called West Sylvania. The story is that in the years leading up to the American Revolution, there was a land dispute between Pennsylvania and Virginia, leaving this kind of gray area that thought of themselves as West Sylvania. And when the Declaration of Independence happened, West Sylvanians saw that and were like, what if we did that? And so they kind of did.
A woman on TikTok is going viral for digging up some of the most bizarre and unusual Wikipedia pages out there. Annie Rauerda finds herself spending hours on the free online encyclopedia website learning about topics like square watermelon, hobby tunneling, lots of stuff. She joins us now. Annie, thanks for being with us.
Good morning.
Hi, thanks for having me.
So am I correct that what I'm reading about you is that you are a student at University of Michigan, and during the pandemic you started doing a deep dive, and that's when this all began?
Yes, that is correct. I started the page on Instagram from my dorm room in Michigan.
All right, let's take a look at some of the weird things on Wikipedia that you found, like square watermelon.
Yeah, there's a thing, and out of English Wikipedia's 6.4 million articles, one of them is about square watermelons.
Where does it come from?
Square watermelons come from Japan. I don't personally know how common they are, but they exist.
Unbelievable. What is we're just going through a couple of these that we found, like guerrilla gardening. There's a Wikipedia page on guerrilla gardening. What's that?
So if you find land that's uninhabited and you don't quite know if you're allowed to do anything with it, but you sneak in and you make a garden, it's the most wholesome type of vandalism that I've ever seen.
What about the next one is hobby tunneling?
There have been people in history that have made such elaborate tunnels. They all, the ones that are listed on Wikipedia are all men, and they will spend decades digging these massive, massive tunnels.
Interesting. And
Wow.
how about Cream Puff the cat?
So the oldest cat recorded, according to the Guinness World Records, is this cat named Cream Puff, who lives to 38 years and 3 days. And Cream Puff had a pretty unique and pretty cushy lifestyle. Cream Puff's owner gave this cat an eyedropper of red wine every single day.
It's interesting how that becomes a Wikipedia page. You can see someone famous or something, a big story, getting a page, but you'd think that would just be a Google search. How does it become a Wikipedia page?
Wikipedia is created by volunteer editors who can, range in age from, I've heard of editors that are 12, and one I just heard about turns 90, and people come together to make these pages. So there are some pretty strict notability guidelines. You can't make a page about yourself, usually, for example, but it's all made by volunteers, and it's all hosted on Wikipedia, which I often take for granted is ad-free, and it has information about topics ranging in importance from the COVID-19 pandemic to list of fictional worms.
Can you guarantee it's true, though?
You certainly can't guarantee that something you read on Wikipedia is true, but the good thing is that usually facts are cited. So you can check the citation. If you disagree, you have the power to edit it.
All right. Who is Timothy Dexter?
Oh, Timothy Dexter is a goofy guy from history. And without telling you, I think I could talk about him for hours. But basically, he's known for his eccentricity. He became rich in the goofiest ways. And I highly recommend reading his Wikipedia article, and make sure you make it to the end, because you'll read about the book he wrote called A Pickle for the Knowing Ones, which had no punctuation at all. And when people complained about the lack of punctuation, he, in the second edition, added pages and pages at the end of just punctuation.
Well, it's fascinating. Are you out of school now, Annie? What are you doing?
I have a few weeks till graduation.
And then you'll do what?
And then I'm excited to continue writing. I'm a writer, and I have a writing job, and I will also be doing live comedy and trivia shows.
All right.
Oh, that's great. Well, you can follow Annie on social media. It's Depths of Wikipedia. Thanks so much for being with us, and good luck to you.
Thank you.